That's probably the number one thing I've learned. I'm very surprised that Chevy in the United States never really did like a single overhead cam, like with any car, not just with certain cars or the Corvettes. With any car, they stuck with pushrod overhead, small block engines pretty much for the entire time. Now Ford is completely different. They go from the famous Ford Flathead, which was a side valve engine that lasted for about 21 years. Then the Y block, just because of displacement limitations, they quickly, from only about 10 years, stuck with the Y block, and they quickly switched to what's called the Windsor engines, the FE engines, eventually Cleveland engines. They had Lima engines. They had more engine families, whereas Chevy, you just say small block, big block, you say the number 409. Everybody knows what you're talking about. Nobody calls a Chevy a Flint because that's not what it's known for. But if you say a Ford Cleveland, everybody knows you're talking about a 351C. So, and then Ford, the biggest difference in the evolution is how they sort of phased in and phased out engines. So they phase out the FE engines, they phase in the Cleveland engines, they phase out the Cleveland engines, they make the Windsor engine the primary engine, which is a pushrod. Then they go SOHC modular, and then eventually they go to the Coyote. So that's totally different than what Chevy did. Chevy stuck with what's worked, and they don't switch. If they can keep it old school, they keep it old school. Now